Alright, so we are here now in Route 66. This is one of my favorite maps as a defensive player at the most, because if you have a really good DPS like an Ashe or a soldier or someone, they are really good on defense on this map, because like with attack, you only have these three cards to hide behind, at least on the first point. So and plus you got a long, pretty decent walk to the point, and you kind of just want to play in the rocks and the carts, and then push up. Like, you're really wanting your DPS to go up. Like, I barely go into this area at most. I mean, other than when there's someone that's really low back here. I mean, as a tank player, the DPS better you might, and like you might want to play a little bit aggressive once you get a pick or so. But like on defense, you can poke this, or you can shoot this, shoot that, and you push up a little bit, shoot that. If you have a movement character, you can go and push that, and then you have like this room, they go in there, boom, like kill them there. Like, you have so many options as a defensive on this map. Then when they start pushing up, I mean, you can still play around the gas station here. Like, you could play right here. That's a really good spot because you can see it there. You can see on top of high ground, you can see it there, and into there. And they push up, you got all this, all that, and then you got right here, hold that down, and like you have a lot of ways to get around this map and to see a lot more as a defensive map, more than an offensive map, because that's where a lot of people kind of struggle to win the game here. Like, even up there you can hold the point, but of course I don't even know why they have that rock there, but it's in the game. But like here, you want to play corners, like I said earlier, is like at this point as a defense mainly. You can literally just hold this and just shoot them down, like come over here. If they start pushing up, you can just kill them, get a pick, whatever, and then just form. I mean, this is just as RAM, and it'll work with almost all the tanks you play, in my opinion. Like, you can hold this all down, get a pick and kill or so, get an ultimate with your team. One game, I mean, like, the attackers, they don't have too much, because this is one of the most annoying points. I hate playing as an attacker, because a lot of teammates I've had don't know how to push right. Like, either you have DPS, you don't know how to good, because this gives you a lot of room to go push. You have all this that you cannot be shoot at, so then you just kind of just place a shield and make your team push up to about here or so, and you got all this room to shoot. Get up there, get in there, so I know some people go up there and into that, and you got like down here, and then have someone pushing the cart, and you push down the cart to about here, and you kind of just play point game, and then you are pretty much good to go on this point for both ways. If you play different, like if you have DPS, you play different and have a different strategy, that's totally fine. You can play it like that. That is mainly how I would like to play it. Like with this point here, this point's annoying, but a lot of the time it's mainly defense, because they got a lot of the high ground, and the only time they have high ground unless going up to those stairs, going up to here, and going around there. But the thing is, I mean, you can't get it into this room from there unless you go from there to here, and that's a long walk just to flank the enemy. And then you have this room, but it's a long walk as well. This, if the enemy is like, the point's like right here, or this thing is right here, the enemy can just kind of roll you down as you come up here. So it's kind of also defensive map, in my opinion. Different people's opinions can change. So like here they got this, that's nothing. Like this, they can hold this. They have these things that move around, so they can always get around. So I mean, I guess that gives attackers some type of way to move around the map. Like I mean, like, the defenders have mainly the disadvantage on a lot of these. The advantage on this map, like, the thing, like, if you don't have the advantage, you're kind of really just not gonna win a game. Like, they have so much valuability and high ground spots. Like, this is the main high ground spot for this point, at least. I'm gonna get up there. Like, you can see over there, you can see over here, you can see over here with a long range character. That's why I say a lot of Ashes and soldiers playing up here, because they have a lot of damage you can get over there, and guns that can shoot far enough on this map. And then, of course, when you get to the last point, you can push up to about here and just play around here, and then you're kind of just fine, because you can see up there, see there. See up there if someone pushes, and then of course you're gonna have a team around you, so you can just play around your shield, and just kind of know the map, because there's health packs there, one there, one over there. I think there's maybe one there, and there's one in that back corner over there, and then there's one in a bunch of the other rooms. I think there's maybe like 3 big health packs on this map, or maybe 5. So you gotta map knowledge, and like you ram kind of play aggressive by playing your shield first, just like shooting. If you want to, you can play grenade or whatever. Then you go into nemesis force, get a couple kills on attack or defense, and switch back early before it runs out. So then you get it a lot quicker. So then you're not in nemesis 1, and you have your shield quick if you need it. So let's go to the next map.
Perfect world is shaped by my hand.
Alright, now we're on Hollywood, and I'm gonna show you how to play Hollywood good, because this is one of my favorite maps in the game. It's one of the best maps to play, but it's also one of the maps that are really hard to play on with a bad team. So for one, the attackers have this way going, and up there, they got this up there. Only use really with Widowmakers. I don't go up there. But like this, you want to play this corner as a tank for attack. So you want to kind of just hold this. You can shoot this, shoot in there, use your abilities, get a pick, get your DPS to get a pick on like the Mercy up here. A lot of Mercies play up there and around to this area right here. And then if they get a pick, they'll start falling back. And then you have this flank over here, and you have that flank to go up to the high ground, and you got all this, shoot them up there, got this little thing, so then you can shoot all the way, and you can kind of just play aggressive if you can just win one team fight. One team fight will win you this point, by one good team fight, because if you stagger them right, like let's say you kill Mercy first, and you wait at least 3 to 2 seconds to kill their tank. Then after that, then they're staggered, and then everybody else will just die pretty quick, and then you get the point. Then by the time they all respawn, you'll probably get to about here, and then you're gonna have to play them again, fight them again, where you have to play your shield here, fight against them right there, shoot them over here, and then get on high ground right at that corner. And then, like, you'll fight them, keep on fighting them, then you will kind of just keep on pushing over to this point. You got, like, the cars and all these props that give you some cover. They aren't that much, like, the high ground spots aren't really too good, but if you use them right, they're really good, like, really good. And like with the meta right now, Jetpack Cat kind of just moves everybody around, so it's kind of hard to play. But like, got this, hold this, you get the point. But you have a lot of mobility to get around here. So then now, let's say you get the point, and you move up to this area. So now you have this little wall. This wall is really good because you can kind of just go jump up here, push them over here. High ground spots are really good up here. I love this high ground spot because it leads you all the way back to their spawn pretty much. And then you kind of just play, shoot, ability, shield, kind of just play really aggressive and play around corners as a tank. Kind of want to play more corners, mainly will win you a lot of games by just not taking as much damage as the other tank, because the more damage you take, then the more health you're going to take, and your healers are going to have to heal you a lot more. And if you play like a shield tank, your shield also help that too, playing around your shield. And when your shield goes down, play around the corners, and just wait a second, and then you can play around just corners, use your abilities, get kills, and you pretty much dominate the game if you do that right. And then, like this point, there's nothing really much to it. I ain't gonna go long into this, but like this is a good, like that's the big jump up there, or high ground spot. And then you have like this point, like there's nothing really much, just kind of just kill them, and then you kind of just get this point. So now as a defense, so player on this map is really good for defense as well. So let me go back to the start here. Like this, like you got this high ground spot. This is really good for defense. All of this is good for second spawn for defense. So you got all of this can be used. I mean, like this, I love going up here, not because like when they first get into here, you can kind of just play here, poke them, shoot them a little bit, make them at least low, then drop to about when they get there, or get at least up to here, and then they start shooting you and seeing you, and you kind of just play here, and hopefully you win the team fight with your DPS and supports. And like this is one of my favorite points with the defense. Like you can play up, you can start up there, see them who they have, but I mainly, as a tank player, I mainly start right here and up to this car at least, and stay up here, go over here, shoot them, whatever, put them, whatever the abilities you got. Like dive works are okay on this, but like a lot of people run D.Va. I will show you a little bit of gameplay of D.Va, but it's literally just using the same abilities as a shield tank. So hopefully this helps. But yeah, the defenders and the attackers both have really good spawn points on this map, or advantages on this map. Both I think are really good, but if you have a good team, one just dominates the other, and it's kind of just chaos for your team or the enemy team in that situation. So, like even with D.Va, D.Va can literally use her matrix and just kind of just block all this damage, block all the damage, and then kind of push in with her boosters, go up there. I mainly go up there as D.Va, and just kind of just kill whoever's up there, then push down, and then start capping the point. And you kind of have this area as D.Va, or that area to go if someone like shoots you with like Bastion, for instance. I see a lot of Bastions go up there. A lot of Bastions especially go in there or come through here, and then I just defense matrix them, and they kind of just die without anybody helping them. You got that point covered, and then like with D.Va or any Doom works, but I don't play Doom, so I can't really explain Doom for this as well. But like you can play a really good dive by just playing your shield and your fence matrix and your abilities that block damage for your team, and you will kind of win games. And by just playing corners, playing around stuff, like especially on this map, that's why I love this map. It's got a lot of stuff you can hide from, and you can shoot people because people will try to hide from stuff, and if you know where they're at and how to place your projectile right, you can kill them hiding under a projectile or an object, should I say. So, and yep, and there you have it, and I hope you like this video. If you guys want more, let me know in the comments, and I will get those out to you as quick as I can. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. And if you guys want any more, let me know in the comments.